Hi everybody, and welcome to the spooky Halloween edition of the Fashion Bunker. This is an upside down version of the tapestry that we find in the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. It's upside down because I kind of prefer the pattern this way, so just like it pointy to the, anyway. So that's the background, and the Fashion Bunker goes Halloween. You know, it's my favorite time of the year. It's my favorite holiday, if you may. It should be a holiday, really. We should all have a month off from work and stress and everything, and we should just be able to float and enjoy. So this video, bear with me, for those of you who also enjoy Halloween like I do, I'm going to showcase to you some of the new purchases that I've made. I do them constantly, actually. For me, Halloween is not just, you know, September, October, or just October. Some people are going to be like, hey, isn't Halloween the 31st of October? Well, the season of Halloween. Listen, if the season of Christmas can already begin in some countries already from August, why can't the season of Halloween already begin in September? I don't want to enjoy just on one day. I want to enjoy Halloween all year round. And in fact, in the Fashion Bunker, Halloween is enjoyed all year round, but I'm going to show you some of the pieces that I acquired this year, and also some of the pieces that have been with me for some time already. So this little guy, this huge guy, this skull, you've already seen this skull. I got it a couple of days ago. It's so beautiful. It's one of those rare heads that's bigger than my head. It's really huge. And you've seen it in the Gucci Mémoire d'une Odeur. So this little fella is already a star, because this little fella has already been cast in the Fashion Bunker series of a perfume review, and none less than the Gucci Mémoire d'une Odeur. This guy is hollow inside, but he's completely full. You can't really, there's no, I mean, he's very heavy, but still hollow inside. I don't know what material this is. It's cast in something. It's like plasticky. It's like a plasticky resin of some sorts. Beautiful paint job on him. He looks like bronze. Just gorgeous. So this fella is a new addition for this year to the Fashion Bunker, and not just for Halloween. He's hanging around basically with me when I'm watching YouTube videos. He's like just on a little table next to me all the time. He's just that precious and beautiful. Doesn't have a name yet. Maybe we could give him a name. So that's one of the acquisitions. Then I have this fella since a while, a little voodoo doll, Witch Doctor Voodoo Doll. It even still has its tag. Let's take the tag away. It's better for that. But I like to leave tags on. I don't know. Maybe I should cut it off. But anyway, this little guy hangs in the kitchen most of the time. He hangs around in the kitchen and loves to help cook my voodoo recipes. Soft little fella. Also, always, always with me, the Witch Doctor Voodoo Doll. Has been around for a while and is gonna stick around for another while. Okay, bye. That was that. Then many moons ago, this was, oh gosh, I got this as a popcorn container at the movies. I think this was, I went to see, this was way before Annabelle. I don't remember which movie it was. Maybe it was even like so long ago. There was like Rob Zombie's Halloween Part 1. So anyway, you get the popcorn in here, but I kept this little guy. I mean, it's not from the Halloween franchise. I wish the Halloween franchise had the movie Halloween franchise had a popcorn container like this one, but it'll do. I love pumpkins so much. So what I keep in here, it's now full, so I can't add more to it, but I have a lot of stuff to decorate the house in here. Gosh. I have a lot of things to decorate the house in here, and I can't really take it all out, but this is, you can see, ready to be spun spider webs. And then there's a lot of creatures in there, gooey things, folded pumpkins that you can open up, and they look like, I don't know, pumpkins you can hang up all over the place. So anyway, that's this little fella. Let me close him up again, so all of these creatures don't run away. Most of them glow in the dark too. So he spends his time, most of the time, all year round actually, in the kitchen. So when you turn the light off in the kitchen, all of the stuff in here glows in the dark. So that's really fun. The evil queen of Snow White has given me a special gift this Halloween. It's an elixir. This is in porcelain, And it has a glass stopper. Inside is a potion. I do not dare drink it yet, but cometh the 31st, I shall, and we shall see what transformation will happen. Then there's another skull. This is a smaller skull. In fact, if we compare the two, you can see the huge difference. This is like a tiny one. This is a big one. This one is completely black. For those of you who follow me since a long time, maybe you remember seeing this skull, gosh, Coco Chanel's birthday, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know if I posted him in a video or on Instagram. We got a little bit of a paint job here. But I put camellia flowers all over him. So he was covered with Chanel camellias, and this was like kind of an homage to Coco. Black skull with white flowers, like black and white Chanel. So this is the Coco Skull. I know it sounds a bit macabre, but I mean, not Coco Chanel skull. It's the Coco branded skull, if you may. This one is really cool, has also the hollow bits. This is more of a real skull look than this one. This one is a bit more stylized because, as you can see, it's not hollow here. It's all kind of sealed to make it stand better. This is the Coco Skull. Also been in the bunker for a while. Now, this is a new acquisition. Oh my gosh, I am in love. I saw this little fella and I died. When they say the owls are not what they seem, you don't know what they mean until you've seen this little owl. Crow owl. The crowl. It's a skull. I mean, it's not a skull of an owl because it's like a full fleshed out thing. It's almost as if it were from the Super Mario cartoon or toy. Rest in peace. A lot of bones down here. There's even a skull there. This guy is full. He's not hollow. He's quite heavy. Maybe he is. No, I don't think so. Also some sort of resin cast plasticky material. Something is losing its feathers. The owl is losing its feathers. Isn't it spooky? I love the chest. Look at all these bones on the chest, but and yet it lives. This is the back of it, and it's on a tombstone. The owl does not rest in peace because there's no dot in between the R.I.P. The owl let it rip. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, joke everybody. Crickets. Do I hear crickets? Anyway, loving this guy. I guess because just for the love of Twin Peaks, maybe we should call him Bob. Bob the owl. So Bob is new and is also going to live in the kitchen to look over all the food so no mice snatch the food. Now, I don't have mice, although rats and mice. No, this is not a Madonna situation where a mouse runs through the bathroom. That's not going to happen in the background of this bunker. Thank you very much. The next pièce de résistance is this little guy. A bit unusual because it's a pumpkin. Ooh, there you go. And I've already used up so many times. There's a candle in here, right? But I should get an LED candle. So you put a candle in the back, you light it, and this is supposed to be lit, right? But I'm not going to do a real candle this year. This one is made in porcelain. I'm going to put a little LED lamp in there. I just love how this pumpkin is cut, in particular because the way it's cut, its shape is totally the pumpkin from Halloween 3 with the 3 teeth, if you know what I mean, and the triangle cut out eyes and nose. So this reminded me so much of Halloween 3, one of the best intro musics composed by John Carpenter, by the way, ever for a movie. So yes, this one has been around for a while as well. Also lives in the kitchen. Maybe I should show you the kitchen at the end of this video, just a little bit of it so you get to see what we're talking about. Let me put back the pumpkin. Okay, moving on. Now this fella is new to the fashion, or these fellas are new to the fashion bunker. I have purchased them this year, but they look so ancient. Of course they're not. This is also very heavy. This is metal mixed with resin. These are not hollow. These are completely full and they weigh a ton. So you've seen these on my Instagram profile. I put Chanel Les Exclusives perfume bottles. Each one of them is carrying one. So they have also been featured already on my Instagram profile. Superdacob all spelled together. Check it out at your convenience. And so they are stars. The three monkeys, except, well, they're humans because the skeleton bones are very human. They're not monkey shape at all. Look how detailed they are. They're standing on this kind of aged, old stone. They're just so amazing. Ah, I love them. And they're also in the kitchen. There's this whole Halloween kitchen corner that is like Halloween all year round, because you know how it is. Most of the time, basically, most people spend most of their lives in a kitchen. And I want to have in a kitchen pieces that I love the most. And Halloween, and to me, you know, Halloween is not about fear. It's not about being scared. It's not about the uncomfortable. To me, Halloween is about the pleasure of the comfort of sometimes the unknown. And these kind of things soothe me. They don't scare me. I don't know. It's as if confronted with this sort of acceptance of the limitations of life and the fact that we are limited and the fact that we won't last forever, it soothes me. What can I say? I'm not saying that thinking about death soothes me, but just acknowledging it, respecting the fact that it's a part of life is soothing to me. So these objects don't remind me of the fact that we will all perish one day, but they rather make me enjoy life even more. Reverse psychology? No, actually, in this case, not even. This is really very 101 psychology, meaning not that I'm confronted with death every day, but I acknowledge and respect the mortality of our being. And that gives me solace. 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 That's the right word. ASMR. Okay, guys, moving on to the next object. So, I'm in love with this one. I actually wanted to purchase two. This one is also from this year. So it's a hand, right? It's a hand that kind of is coming out of a stone, and you see the details on this stone. So it's as if it's kind of coming out of its own crypt or its own, oh, look at that. It's battling its way out to the open. Is it dead or is it alive? Dead or alive? Pete Burns, we miss you. But okay, so there were two hands, right? I wanted to purchase. One was this gorgeous green shaded in purple hand, slightly smaller than this one. Very Frankenstein-y, you know, purple, orange, green, neon, not neon green, but like a slimy green. Those are the colors of Halloween. The perfection of Halloween colors, right? So that hand was amazing. But then I took it to the cash register. And as I took it to the cash register, I noticed that the middle finger was broken and then glued on again. I was like, oh no, can you like reduce this? Because I mean, I'm fine with the Frankenstein thing. You know, Frankenstein, the whole concept of Frankenstein is, oh, he was broken and he was glued together. I was like, okay, you know, I can buy the broken one that you tried to fix and kind of, you know, sell it as if nothing ever happened to it. Can you reduce the price? And they were like, no. And I was like, well then, no. Then I'm just going to take this pale zombie-esque dead filled with worms hand like that, and we are together one. Wait, let me grab it. Okay, I'm taking my best buddy for a walk. Loving this hand. It's just so beautifully done. I mean, you know, it's quickly painted, but it's just the quenching of it. Oh my god. The way it clutches onto and something that's not really there, the cramp of it, the struggle, it's striving to get somewhere, is just, I love the dynamics of it. Great energy here. So this is a new addition. Then this one came unexpected, but it, I don't know. I looked at it and I immediately fell in love. Okay. This one is huge, so let's put it in from the side. Wait, there's a skull here. It's so big. Okay, so it's on a stand, very little stand. So this one can easily break and fall. Fall and break. Oh my god, break and fall. Seriously? This one can fall and break. because it's very tall, very long, and it has a very small stand, and the stand isn't as heavy as the top is. So I have to be very cautious with this one. But the historic connotation, man, I mean, the paint job could have been better, but whatever. The fact that this jack-o'-lantern is actually, gosh, almost like a jester from the Renaissance times is amazing to me. The whole outfit, the whole historic part of it. And then we have, I mean, this could be a pilgrim shoe, but it could also be from the Yellow Brick Road. And at the same time, it looks very historic. The whole outfit could be a Vivienne Westwood outfit made today. The shirt as well. I actually have a shirt like this from Vivienne Westwood. I even have a jacket that has this base cut. Maybe I should show it to you one day soon. And the bloomers, these shorts, are also incredible. The jack-o'-lantern has a hat. And so when he's standing up straight and you pass by him, of course he's hollow underneath. The way that they balanced and designed these arms to hold the pumpkin is just incredible, because it really makes me a little bit dizzy whenever I pass by him, because it looks like he's floating in midair, depending also on the background that's behind him. So that it's just that well done. Loving, 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 loving the jack-o'-lantern. And then there's also one more piece that right now is being fixed. It broke, unfortunately. It's basically a candelabra, a candle holder, if you may. 3 skulls holding 1 candle each on a wooden branch of a tree that has withered many moons ago. As I was unwrapping it, I just waved it with my hand and hit it against the wall, and like the skulls just all broke, and now they're being slowly, gently glued. So that's unfortunate. But you know what? Hey, it's part of Halloween. It's part of mortality. It's a part of being finite and not infinite. So that's all I wanted to show in this video. Basically, the new acquisitions and a bit of the classics from my collection. Halloween is a really important part of my life. It soothes me very, very much. And one last piece, because it wouldn't be the Fashion Bunker without a bit of fashion. Of course, this is amazing fashion already. But here's an accessory that I love to wear. This is made by some artist in Manchester. I bought this many years ago. It's a necklace, handmade, with little eyeballs attached to buttons. You can see the back. And then they've been perforated, and they've been all attached together. And this is like a tone mixer or for audio. And then in the back, there's another eyeball hiding. And this is like a choker necklace. So when you wear it, it sits very high on the neck, and then it hangs on the chest area, just like that. In his case, it's a bit big. But this is a little special necklace that I also use. It always hangs on a pumpkin in the kitchen, basically, also. Just in case I need a necklace quickly, it's there. So guys, from my creepy, loving family, they're all here, well, more or less. I would like to thank you for tuning in. I can put them here too. Oh, just the feet? Yeah, just the little legs of the skeleton, so cute. I would like to thank you all for tuning in. I know this is different than my usual videos, but it's still a part of Dacob and who Dacob is. So if you love me, you gotta love me. You know, there's like, you gotta take me for what I am, not just a bit of me. But as I semi-promised before we end this, I would like to fulfill that semi-promise and show you how these little tidbits look in the kitchen. All right, let's see. We don't see, we don't hear, we don't talk. This is a tiny little portion of the Fashion Bunker kitchen Halloween setup. But here's the twist. This is always the setup, always. And it just keeps growing and growing. I just love Halloween. The owls are not what they seem here. They definitely are not, because this owl is creepy. It's a crow owl. It's a crowl. A crowl. Voodoo Doll. And then here we go a little bit off into Jurassic Park mug over there. Garbage Pail Kids. And then we go back down to these little fellas. So yeah, that's just a little tiny sneak peek into the bunker. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you like the little kitchen scenario. And if you wish to, please consider subscribing to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, also on Patreon. And I would like to thank all my patrons for pledging and helping out the channel grow. Also, check out my Ask Dacob new YouTube series. First episode is already out where you get to call in live and talk to me about all sorts of topics that interest you or ask me questions. And right now we are looking for questions for the next episodes, which will be coming out, hopefully, fingers crossed. So send in your questions to askdacob@gmail.com. Love you all, guys, and don't ever forget to never give up on love. See you soon. Take care. Bye.